Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel where skincare is all about progression over perfection, because perfection doesn't exist. It almost does in the serums I want to talk to you about today, but I want to do it in a more kind of like non-bullshitty kind of way. I feel like I've been spending a lot of time on TikTok recently and the algorithm's so different over there. You've got to come up with a hook, you've got to come up with like a punchy line that then gets people to watch your basic review of a skincare product. Whereas here, I just feel like I can talk normally about why I like these products so much. So I just want to talk to you about products that really do earn a place in probably some of my favorite serums of all time. And I'm not just talking results, I'm talking like usage, texture, immediate results, long-term results. They're all some of my favorites for different reasons. Let's start off with a kind of classic one here now, the Purito Wonder Relief Centella Serum Unscented version. I don't think there's a scented, no, there is a scented version. Obviously with the key ingredients being 49% Centella Asiatica extract, so a good amount, Madagascar, Asiatica side, panthenol, niacinamide, ceramide NPs, ceramides and peptides. It really is kind of like an everyday usage, one and done type serum. I call these types of serums support serums because they don't offer something crazy when it comes to like high percentage actives or anything like that. But what they do is support your skin through different viral trends, different active ingredient trends, you know, all those kind of like high percentages. This serum is there to just guide you all the way through that and keep your skin calm. And that's kind of like the product claims, right? It calms irritation, strengthens your skin barrier, brightens dull skin, and of course, fragrance-free for those with more easily sensitized skin, which I like. You know, I love fragrance in skincare, but sometimes I don't understand why they're in products made for sensitive skin or products that are made to help with a damaged skin barrier, because fragrances can be potentially irritating. So it's like, just keep it all out of that. But this really is a serum I would recommend to anybody with actively sensitive skin, easy sensitized skin, as I said, inflamed, rosacea prone skin especially. It has this kind of like instant coolness to it, which is going to calm down any irritation, itchiness, redness, specifically that unscented version. It's all about kind of like restoring balance to your skin. And I love that as a ceramide focused product without it just being a thick, heavy cream, you know? I mentioned the Centella, but you have your 4 active compounds of Centella, which is Madagascar, Asiatica, Asiatic acid, and Madagascar acid. I believe what that is just like every part of the plant, but they're very, very powerful together. Anti-inflammatories that soothe redness, help repair skin damage, and encourage healing as well. Making it really, really good actually for acneic skin, things like post-laser, if you get laser done, post-treatment, or just like everyday stress of your skin. As I mentioned, niacinamide, which people don't really see as a barrier repairing ingredient, but it really is, and it helps brighten as well. Panthenol for hydration, ceramides to reinforce the skin barrier and promote long-term strength for your skin as well. It's honestly one of the most well-rounded formulas in my collection. Next up is the Anua 7% rice plus ceramide hydrating barrier serum with key ingredients, which we'll go into again in a bit more detail. The rice extract, ceramides, panthenol, betaine, allantoin, and glycerin. So the product claims are that it helps strengthen the skin barrier, boosts moisture, which it does, soothes sensitivity, which it does really well, improves skin tone and elasticity. So this serum from Anua is quite possibly one of the most comforting, like softening serums I've pretty much ever used. It's got this like muciny, bouncy texture to it. Yeah, it's not heavy and gloopy. It just goes on and kind of like breaks into this water. So we have that rice in there, which is rich in amino acids, ferulic acid, and natural antioxidants, which if you're into K-beauty or Asian beauty in general, you know rice is kind of like a staple in skincare and traditional skincare to help brighten and soften the skin, which is very Anua. You know, they're very much about like that kind of like traditional ingredients as well, meet science, which I quite like. And in here, they've paired it with ceramides to reinforce the skin barrier, which I love. You get panthenol and betaine and allantoin. So it's really, really nice and soothing as well. Most of these are going to be soothing, by the way. They're going to be very nice and soothing, but really helps reduce irritation whilst locking in hydration. It's a silky texture, very lightweight, perfect for layering, really, really good if you have drier or combination skin and want that hydration without heaviness. My combination skin loves it. My very, very dry cheeks absolutely love it too. And yeah, this is one of those ones that really does help your skin and kind of like reinforce it and calm it down over time. Skin 1004 Madagascar Centella Centella Ampoule. You all know this one. They do claim that it's 100% Centella asiatica, which it isn't quite. They have got some ingredients in there that kind of like take it from just being an extract into a skincare product, but it's mainly Centella. And this serum calms irritation, deeply hydrates, strengthens compromised skin with a really minimal ingredient list. And you know, this one is kind of iconic for a reason. Before they were being quite, you know, quite generous with their sponsorship. They sponsored me a few times, but before, you know, they were on TikTok, this was already popular. This was already viral on YouTube. It's been popular for a very, very long time because of their focus on that 100% Centella asiatica extract, which again, a little bit of a misleading term, but a really, really nice amount of Centella. So simple, but one of the most effective calming serums I've ever used. And what kind of sets this apart, I guess you could say, from other Centella products, because obviously there's a lot of them around nowadays, is that it's so lightweight. It's pretty much a toner. I actually use this as a toner, and there's an instant calming to it, an instant relief for your skin, like a feeling of hydration. And it is really, 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 really soothing. If you struggle with any kind of product or any kind of ingredients, if you have that kind of like fungal acne or you're prone to clogged pores, this watery textured serum is going to be perfect for you, especially when it comes to layering up stuff as well. Bring Green's Zinc Teca Blemish Serum. Now I kind of have to say, this is kind of like, I got, wait, let me explain myself. I got this one because I used to love the Body Shop. I think I talked about this recently, the Body Shop's tea tree imperfection solution or something like that. But it just feels like, the Body Shop one, feels like a very immature, kind of like what I would have used as a teenager, old-fashioned product. And this Bring Green serum feels a lot more advanced and kind of grown up. So its key ingredients are zinc PCA, Madagascar, which is the Teca, niacinamide, tea tree leaf extract as well. And this product claims to reduce blemishes, control sebum, while soothing irritated skin and supporting healing at the same time. And honestly, it does all of the above. When it comes to healing blemishes, this is one of the only faster acting serums that doesn't in turn also dry out my skin. It targets the breakouts, that inflammation, and is really, really great at healing. Not only kind of like active breakouts, but those kind of like marks that are left after, whilst doing it so gently as well. The zinc PCA, which is probably one of my more boring but favorite ingredients that I would say has transformed my skin, really helps regulate that oil and excess sebum production, calms redness, helps prevent future breakouts as well. That Teca, that Centella, which is the Madagascar, again, great for healing and barrier repair. You'll notice a bit of a pattern with all my favorite serums. Niacinamide for brightening and pore refinement too, and tea tree extract for its natural antibacterial properties. So you'll see what I mean by it's like, it sounds like it really is targeted at like oily teenage skin, but it's also so good for maintaining oily skin and kind of keeping those kind of like adult breakouts at bay as well, and just very, very quickly soothing them too. It's a very lightweight, between gel and water type serum, but really, really sinks in so effortlessly without leaving like a sticky film or anything actually. It does kind of like disappear on the skin. But as I said, this feels like a more mature formulation. It doesn't dry up spots. It treats the whole skin barrier, really helping prevent those future breakouts too. So when I know I've got a breakout happening, like you could feel it, or you've done something to your skin and you're like, right, shit, my skin's gonna go to shit now. This is one I quickly slot back into my routine. Sweating a lot, hot weather, wearing SPF all day can often break me out. So I will use this alongside things I know would often break me out too. Another Anua product. They have sponsored me in the past. This is unsponsored. My own product, the Anua Hyaluronic Acid Capsule 100 Serum, with, of course, those key ingredients being PDRN, hyaluronic acid, beta-glucan, and allantoin. With the product claims saying it restores elasticity, firm skin, boosts hydration, and skin regeneration, which we'll talk about in a minute. So we all know PDRN is very, very, very trendy. It's one of those ingredients that everyone's a bit like up in the air about. It's an ingredient originally used in like wound healing, right? That's now huge in Korean skincare. And this serum by Anua combines PDRN with hyaluronic acid and hydrating humectants in a capsule in serum format. Now, PDRN is derived from salmon DNA, as we know, and when it's injected, its big claim is like skin regeneration, right? Helps stimulate cellular repair, increases elasticity, and skin's overall health. Now, this isn't quite proven in topical skincare. It's not unproven. There just isn't enough data to back up those claims. That's not to say it's not true. There just needs to be more studies. For me, really, what I love PDRN for is it's a good antioxidant and it's very, very hydrating. I kind of prefer it as one of my more hydrating ingredients over other humectants, and that's why I love it in my skincare so much, because you really do see that plumping effect. And I do feel like my skin is soothed a lot more. Now, is that just because the products I happen to love that have PDRN just so happen to all work the same and have the same kind of key ingredients that work together to give me that effect? Maybe, but I love it personally. And that's what stands out for me, is how plump and firm my skin looks after using this consistently. And I use it a lot. Again, this is another serum that I pretty much use as a toner because it's so watery and it's a hydration that actually lasts all throughout the day. I did a TikTok recently and another creator mentioned how they actually don't like this serum because they find it a little bit oily. And I was like, you know what, actually, do you remember that Claire's oily water drops, I think they were called? It kind of reminds me of that in texture, but it has no effect on like my oily skin. It just feels hydrated whilst also wrapping your skin in moisture. So if you're looking for something that's gonna really, really deeply hydrate and plump your skin, this is an amazing one. And yeah, this is relatively new in comparison to the others in this list, but I've been using it nonstop. I've emptied 4 or 5 of these. Speaking of new, Sungboon Editor's Green Tomato Pore Lifting Ampoule. I'm gonna put a TikTok, no, I wouldn't have done that TikTok yet. They've just reformulated this. So I'm actually talking about the old version here, which I still have backups of. So its key ingredients, of course, being green tomato extract, niacinamide, adenosine, and peptides. Now, this product, you have to bear with me here, claims to tighten pores, smooth texture, firm and brighten the skin. And honestly, when I first started using this, I bought it because I like the packaging. There was a cute character on the front of it. And when I looked at the ingredients, I was like, at best, this is going to help tighten my pores and make my texture so much nicer. At worst, it's going to be a great sebum controlling, gently exfoliating serum. So I thought, why not give it a go? This pore lifting ampoule really, really impressed me. So much so that it is my most purchased serum of all time. I've worked with Sungboon Editor. They have never gifted me it. They have never worked with me on a promotion for it. They haven't even discussed this serum with me. The fact that I love this, and I'm pretty sure amongst us we've been able to sell it out over and over because everybody else absolutely loves it too. This has green tomato extract, which is rich in tomatine, I want to say, or tamatine, which is basically a natural antioxidant but mild astringent as well. And the idea is that it targets these enlarged pores and sagging skin and kind of has this tightening, smoothing effect without drying you out. And it really doesn't dry you out. But alongside that, we have something called anti-sebum P, which helps control that sebum production, and PHA as well, which is gently exfoliating. And this has just been the most perfect texture improving serum I've ever used. I use it twice a day. Absolutely love it, and I see a real difference in my skin, and so does everybody else that loves it too. I've only had one like negative feedback about it. That was it, out of the hundreds of people who talk about this. Now the newer version has NAD, I want to say, in it, which I'm still new to it. When I'm filming this, I'm waiting for it to arrive, and the PHA is lower on the ingredient list, so you're getting a lot less gentle exfoliation in it. The newer serum seems to focus more on well aging, whereas the serum that I love and know seems to focus purely on retexturization. So we'll see. This could now be an extinct serum. Oh, next up is Jordan Samuel Skin's Hydrate Facial Serum with hyaluronic acid, cucumber extract, glycerin, and panthenol, and aloe, I think, being the key ingredients here. And this really, really does supply deep hydration, plumps up the skin, and just like kind of like replenishes that moisture. This is one of those kind of like serums that just works for everyone. Like there's no reason why this wouldn't work for everyone. It's just pure hydration. That's all it is in the best way. And I always say about this serum, this has become such a daily part of my routine, and if I'm not using it daily, it always slips its way back into my routine when I'm testing other stuff. But this is just like everyday life for me to use this serum in some way or at some point. Do you know what I mean? Like I use it so much, I kind of forget about it because it's so everyday for me now. But it's just so jam-packed with humectants like hyaluronic acid, glycerin, and then the panthenol to draw in all that moisture. But saying it's just a hydrating serum makes it sound really, really boring. It's so quenching. It's so, like, if I'm dehydrated, this is what I'm going to use. We have that cucumber in there to help calm the skin, and you just feel like soothed and soft and plump. It's like my insurance serum, you know? I've started using Trek recently. This serum has gone hand in hand with that, and I've not felt dry once. Peeling a little bit, but not as much as I ever thought I would. It's so smooth on the skin, sinks in so quick, it's not tacky in any way. It's like what water should be to you. Like you drink water daily, this should be used daily for your skin. You know, it's kind of, it feels like an essential. Oh my God, remember this? Peach and Lily Transparen-C Pro Spot Treatment with 20% vitamin C, which is ascorbic acid and THD, niacinamide, tranexamic acid, and ferulic acid. I always tell the story about this one, but I did a sponsor with them years ago, 3 houses ago. And they wanted a really quick turnaround. They were like, you've got a dark spot. I had one. And they were like, we want to see your results in a week. And we want the first draft of the product of the video in the week. And I was like, there's no way. I said to my management at the time, I was like, they're not going to get results in a week from a fading dark spot serum. This was my results in a week. It faded my spot so quick that I think in that sponsored video, I had to do so many disclaimers that this is a sponsorship, but I'm doing it because the product's amazing. The pictures weren't photoshopped. Like, it really faded that dark spot quicker than I had ever seen anything fade a dark spot. I do not know why this isn't in my routine. Well, I don't really get dark spots anymore because I don't pick, but for stubborn pigmentation, this should be part of your routine. That THD ascorbate plus pure ascorbic acid really, really does deliver quick results. There's tranexamic acid, of course, helping fade hyperpigmentation too. The internet says melasma. I don't think they make that claim. I don't think they're allowed to make that claim. And then ferulic acid to stabilize and enhance the vitamin C complex. But there's peptides in here too, so we're getting a nice dose of hydration, brightness, plumpness. It sounds so extreme, yet it's so gentle. If I ever start to get that stubborn hyperpigmentation again, I know where to go. I know what to introduce to my routine. Arencia's Holy Hyssop Serum 30, with key ingredients being 30% Holy Hyssop extract, just Hyssop extract, niacinamide, adenosine, and allantoin as well. Now, this product claims to soothe sensitive skin, clear redness, strengthen your skin barrier, and really I love it for all of the above. This is, again, a newer discovery. In fact, Arencia are a newer discovery that I'm in love with. I love them so much. Now, Holy Hyssop is a plant that's known for its anti-inflammatory and antimicrobial benefits, and it's pretty potent in here, 30%, right? 30%? Yeah, 30%. Really is designed for sensitive, acne-prone and irritated skin. We've got all those barrier repair ingredients in there too, and it's soothing. Now, the texture is slightly jelly, and I refused to use this for the longest time because I was like, I don't want to use a serum that's in a pot that I have to apply like a mask. How annoying is that? But it's actually a really nice experience. It's watery. It looks thick, but it's actually watery than you expect. And it's like a super hydrating gel that absorbs without any stickiness at all. And what I love about this as well is, especially with the warmer weather we've just had, after like a really deep thorough cleanse, exfoliation, your skin's like, you know, when you've been out in the sun all day and you can feel that kind of like, on your skin. You can layer this up a little bit more and kind of use it as a mask and just kind of like leave it on your skin and let everything calm and cool down. Then very gently start rubbing this in. It takes away that redness from my cheeks as well when I really am flaring up. It's just perfect for angry, inflamed skin. I've got all their different flavors, colors, types, whatever it is. And yeah, I love it. I must say, I've not noticed anything great when it comes to barrier support from this, but to be fair, I've not tested it for that. I've mainly tested it for instant soothing and hydration, and I've been using other barrier support products with it. So one day I'll have to, when my barrier's destroyed again, I'll have to drop everything and use this kind of like to see if it does work with barrier repair. But I'm purely using it for its hydration and calming. And it's perfect. I love it so much. So there we go. Those are some of my absolute favorite serums of all time. Granted, they're all pretty new, but I do feel like skincare innovation and K-beauty innovation has come such a long way. Even in just the last 2 years, I was so bored of skincare for the longest time, and serums and brands like these and their other products have really reignited my love for it. So yeah, let me know if you use any of these in the comments down below. What are some of your favorites, or what ones you're dying to try the most? Let me know in the comments. And yeah, you've got some more product reviews here, some general light entertainment here, and I'll see you next time.